Good morning, guys. I want to talk to you a little bit about cleansing. I've been doing quite a bit of cleansing, trying to detox my body of years and years of self harm and just poor choices. And I wanted to share some things with you that are super important to know about cleansing before you get into it because um, I started it in the wrong order. There is a specific order that you should do that actually helps your body to cleanse easier and not put so much extra strain on your body. And so, starting with, if you're going to do a cleanse, I always say that some of the easiest and cheap, some of the easiest ways that you could do that is diet. That's going to be number one. Cutting out all those processed foods, incorporating organic fruits and vegetables. If you're going to eat meats, it should be grass-fed or non-antibiotic, organic. It needs to be those kinds of things. Drinking lots and lots and lots of water is going to be super important. So 12 to 16 ounces of either fresh squeezed lemon juice or lime juice first thing in the morning and then before bed, or actually not right before bed, but a few hours before bed. That way you've got time to get that out of you. And then drinking at least 64 ounces of water a day is going to be super beneficial for you. Also doing a juice cleanse. I love to juice. It gives my body all the nutrients and everything that it needs. And especially with celery juice, because it's super cleansing and detoxing to the body. So I'm drinking 32 ounces of celery juice every single day. And then, so starting if you're going to cleanse, start from the bottom and work your way up. What do I mean by that? Start with your colon and your bowels and your intestines first. And so by doing that, of course, you're going to incorporate some supplements that are going to help do that. And so there's a cleansing trio that I'm going to talk to you about today that I'm getting ready to start. I did this a few years ago, but I hadn't really changed a lot of my food habits hadn't really changed. And so by doing this cleansing trio that's going to focus on your bowels and your colon and your digestive system, I was still putting those things in my body that was really hard for my body to detox. So I want to just jump in and tell you a little bit about these. One of them is called ICP. I don't know what the ICP stands for. Oh, wait a minute. Intestinal Cleanse Protocol. I do know what it stands for. It's going to be a powder. It's got things like psyllium, bran powder, flax powder, fennel, all of those herbs that are good for cleansing the colon and the digestive system. This is going to be similar to Metamucil, only it's not harsh on your system. And it's got the essential oils, which studies are showing that essential oils in our supplements are going to actually help our body to use those nutrients better. And so with this, you are going to mix 2 rounded teaspoons with at least 8 ounces of water or juice 1 time a day. Drink immediately, as this product tends to thicken, and that for me makes it hard to get down. So I mix it and drink it immediately. What I personally like to do with this, because the flavor is not necessarily my favorite. It's not terrible, but if you add some peppermint oil, it's good to it. But what I like to do is to add it to some flax milk and some cacao powder and a tablespoon of organic peanut butter, and then some bananas and a little bit of vanilla, frozen bananas. And that makes it's almost like I'm having a shake, but it's dairy free and it's so good. So dairy is super hard on our intestinal system, and we want to try to limit that or cut that out completely if we can. We are the only mammal that drinks dairy into our adulthood and into our adult life, and it's not great for us because if you think about standard milks, there's lots of hormones and antibiotics that they're using in the cows. They're also feeding cows corn, which is the #1 GMO pesticide crop, so you're getting all of those toxins in your body. So ICP is going to be super helpful. If you're going to just do it in some water, do it at night. And then the next thing we're going to talk about is essential zymes, because essential zymes, we need enzymes. Our body needs enzymes to help us digest. And they do multiple things, more than just digestion, but it's super important for digestion. Enzymes break down foods and proteins that might otherwise ferment and putrefy in the gastrointestinal tract. Undigested foods tax bodies, which sap our energy and spur the overgrowth of yeast, fungi, parasites, bacteria, microorganisms, which can contribute to viral conditions, gastritis, Crohn's disease, diverticulitis, and other inflammatory conditions. So taking essential enzymes, it's really cool if you can do an experiment yourself. Take like a bowl of oatmeal and mix that, and then just sit it on the counter, and then take another bowl of oatmeal, mix that, and then break these up, kind of crush them and put them in the bowl with it, and then let them sit. And you'll see that it starts to, the essential enzymes in the bowl with the oatmeal is actually going to create more liquid, and then it's going to break down the food quicker. And that's what essential enzymes do. The enzymes actually help our body to break down the food and use it better. And the great thing about these is that they're peppermint coated bilayer caplets. So, and they have multi enzyme blend, so that peppermint is actually going to help our bodies to use that nutrient better. With these, you are going to take 1 capsule before meals for best results. So you're going to be taking one of these 3 times a day. This is 90 capsules, so this is going to last you a month. And again, the ICP is going to last you about a month also. And then the last thing that we're going to talk about is Comfortone. Comfortone is a capsule, and it helps promote normal digestion. It's got things like Cascara sagrada, barberry. It's got bentonite clay in it. It's just got all these things that are good for the digestive system. So if you think about our intestines, they're like this, right? And they constantly are moving because they're a muscle. And if they're not moving like they should to help slough off that inner lining, our intestinal lining can build up and tighten. And so that's why you'll see thinner feces and things like that. And so you want to be doing Comfortone also. So you're going to take 1 capsule 3 times a day, drink at least 64 ounces of water throughout the day for best results. This is a trio that you're going to do for a month. And then if you feel like you need to continue, you can. I would give it a break if it were me, and then slowly incorporate those foods back in. But you can't like be eating fast food and junk food every single day and do this. I mean, they are going to help, but you're not going to see the optimal benefits that you would if you alter your diet also. And diet is number 1 in all areas of our health and wellness, not just our colon, not just our heart, not just for stomach, not just for moods, but everything. 70 to 80% of our overall health and wellness comes from our microbiome in our gut. And so keeping our gut healthy with diet is going to be the number 1 way we're going to see a huge results in our lifestyle. So I did just want to talk to you about that a little bit. And then, after you do the colon, then you can start moving up to like bladder and liver, and even doing before those, even doing a more complete colon hydrotherapy cleanse. You can do things like coffee enemas. If you decide to do that, talk to me, because I have done that. And I do have a little bit of information I want to share with you on that, because you don't want to just use standard coffee to do that. That's not what we're doing. And then again, essential oils and other supplements like Parafree are going to be super important. And then there's also, like juice recipes that I can share with you if you're wanting to do that. Right now, I'm just doing strictly celery. Mark likes to do a mixture of, which is beet, celery, carrot, and then he likes to add some other things to his. So if you guys want to do some cleansing, we have more information for you, but I did just want to share a little bit about that. because cleansing is super important. Most people, their livers are toxic and we don't even know it. And for me, I started with the petrochemical detox first, which was just exterior on the gut area. And that set my body into a not happy stage. And then I went into a liver cleanse without doing the colon cleanse more thoroughly. And that really just wreaked havoc on me. So you're not going to hurt yourself by doing these cleanses, but you should do it in the proper order to help your body get through those cleanses a little bit easier. So I hope you guys find this helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, and God bless and have a beautiful day.